I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on. Come on, y'all. Dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, is God good to me. Unbelievable. Yeah, he is. And I can only attribute it to one thing. It's just been a turnaround in my life. It's been me finally making a decision to see what all God has for me, but at the same time trying to be more God want me to be instead of more what I want to be. That's the trade-off. You know, you got to do something now. You know, you want God's blessings. You got to be willing to do something on his behalf. I'm not saying I got it right now, because I'm just being real with you. I don't have it all together by any stretch of the imagination. I'm trying to get better in several areas. I'm praying about it. I'm working on it. But you know, it's a process, and I've grown to accept the process. But I'm improving in a lot of areas from day to day. But I tell you what, man, my success, all that's going on with me, I can only attribute to this turnaround. And the turnaround was simple. I turned around and started looking at God. That was the simple move, man. I just turned around and started looking at him, and I was going, okay, I get it now. You created me. You're the creator. You have a purpose for me. I understand that now. Now, let me just walk in that purpose, and let me get to doing that purpose. Now, my purpose and your purpose and their purpose and anybody's purpose could be different. And the way you go about the purpose can be different. And that's the part that I've really grown up to. I've opened up my mind to understanding that everybody's different. Nobody's quite the same. And that is not my right or position to judge, but to be of a forgiving spirit and understand and forgive those as I ask God to forgive me. See, that's the key. That's the key, y'all. So when you out here and you stuck on this unforgiveness, understand, in the Lord's Prayer, there's a segment that says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. There's another version that says, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. It's two different versions. But either one, it means the exact same thing. It means simply this, that you are asking God to forgive yours like you forgive others. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. When I cross the line with you, God, handle me the way I handle people when they cross the line with me. You feel what I'm saying to you. So you understand that? That's the breakdown of it. Best way I can give it to you. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive me, God, for stepping over the line like I forgive those that step over the line on me. That's the hard part, man. That's the part, man, I've really been working on. I've been really trying to get that together. And so I've learned forgiveness a lot better over the past 5 years than I have before. And it's paid off. I can't tell you how it's paid off, because now God's mercy and grace is all over me, because I've learned to become more graceful. Now, I ain't graceful like him. I ain't merciful like him, but I've learned to become more graceful, more merciful. Because, man, I can't live my life like that. I just got sick of me, man. You mad at me, now I'm mad at you. You hating on me, now I'm going to hate on you. I ain't got time for that, man. I've got you. Look here, you got somewhere to go. Look, hate take up time. It's time consuming, hating. Trying to seek revenge. It's time consuming. It take up way too much of your time to seek revenge when vengeance ain't really yours. That's another one. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. It ain't yours. So now when you go to seek it, to take it out, guess what you're doing? You're doing something now, man. Now you off into an area that you got no business being in. And instead of steady climbing your ladder like you're supposed to, you didn't take out time for vengeance. To hate. I'm a hater. I'm going to be a blogger. I'm going to blog about so-and-so. When you're blogging about somebody, and most of these people you don't even know, when you blogging about somebody, what you doing? What you hating? It takes time to hate, man. I just decided, man, I got to take all my time, and instead of doing time and being active, I got to be proactive. See, some people get that confused, being active and being proactive. Pro is positive. Pro means to move forward. You know, if you put pro in front of most words, it's a positive influence. You know, there's the pros and the cons. The pros is the good side. The cons is what can go wrong, the bad side. You know, if you're active, that's one thing. But if you're proactive, you're going forward in a positive direction. When you become a pro, that means you the best of the best at whatever it is you chosen to be. I'm a pro. So somehow, and I'm no English teacher or grammatical guy, the word pro a lot of times when you put it in front of something means positiveness. So now, a lot of people think that if you just active, something ought to happen. Well, I'm doing something. And that's what happens, man. We just find ourselves doing a lot of busy work that really ain't about nothing and ain't going nowhere. It ain't got no direction or no purpose because we haven't tried to find out the direction or purpose. So you wake up and your wheels are spinning. You a hamster on a treadmill. You're running real fast, but you're just going in the same spot. You understand? That's because you're just out here being active instead of proactive. Why don't you get God in your life? Why don't you turn and face your Creator and find out how to become more proactive so you can do things to move yourself forward, how you can get your life off the ground and get off the treadmill and really get it rolling in the direction that it need to be going, man. I'm telling you, God can make that change for you if he see you making the change for him. See, the whole key, man, the whole key is you got to be willing to do something. You got to give God something to bless. Bless me, God, and then you go sit on your couch and you ain't trying. Okay, bless me, God, with what? What he working with? He can't have the people hire you if you ain't put the app in. Come on, man. The blessing comes when you make a proactive step, when you try to do something on the positive side. Look, man, I'm going to quit messing around with all these people. I'm going to start going home. I'm going to leave these women alone out here. You got to say, all right, man, I ain't going over there tonight. I just ain't going to get. Then God can work with you. God, help me stop seeing all these women. But you steady going over there, calling them, setting up stuff. Well, can't nobody help you? Because once you get over there, you already know. See, you got to get proactive. You got to do something yourself. You make one step, he'll make two. That's the key, man. So come on, y'all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here. We are live. This is a very special morning. He is back live, still out of the country, somewhere near Israel, somewhere in the Middle East. But we are here, fresh off of Miss Universe. Roscoe Wallace will not be joining us this morning because Roscoe is taking a day off. Yeah, what happened is, you know, he's involved in the $3 trillion lawsuit with the music industry. He's in a very special, tight meeting with his lawyers.
Okay.
And will not be joining us this morning for the first time this month. Wow, we don't know if we'll have Roscoe back tomorrow or not. We'll find out. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is here. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, nephew Tommy, Jr., Mississippi Monica. What it is.
What it
shall be.
What it do, what it national.
Ain't
going on, boy?
everything, you know.
Yeah, man.
This could be good news, though.
What is that, Shirley?
The suit could be coming to an end, the $3 trillion suit.
I don't know what's going on. I just think it's exceptional that he's meeting with his lawyers. I've never met his law team. But
are they gonna settle out of court? You think? What do you think?
That might happen?
You know what? I would, cause the time.
Seriously, we are just all in with this.
Settle.
Yeah.
I was Roscoe.
I settle with him.
But we'll find out what it is. How y'all been? Everything been good?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you? Is Good, the question. How are you?
First of all, I want to thank y'all for holding the fort down.
Worldwide, baby. Worldwide.
Worldwide hood representative.
24/7.
We was walking somewhere, I heard Carla say, "What?" I went, "Okay, hold on."
What did I say?
She heard me say what?
What? She went, "What?" I turned around, I said, "Oh." But she was just didn't understand what the Arabian person said, the Arabic person said. I thought it was an altercation automatically. I panicked.
That was your girl Monica actually that went there a little bit.
Monica is a whole nother story of finance disputes.
And that's what it was about too.
I'm just thankful I made that trip.
Yes.
But yeah, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll get in touch with the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Nav?
Well, we're gonna divorce somebody today.
Huh?
Okay? We're gonna divorce somebody, but we're gonna go old school. We're gonna go to a contraption that you have not used in a while. Divorce by fax. Divorce by fax. Everybody got their own ways of doing things. Ladies and gentlemen, divorce by fax. Let's go, cat dog.
Sales department, how may I help you?
I'm trying to reach Mr. Kirby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Listen, my name is Casey. I've come by a couple times, but I haven't been able to, actually, when I come to the office, I guess you're out on doing sales. I've not been able to get in contact with you when I come by. Are you near a fax machine right now, sir?
Yeah, I have one right here in my office. Could you tell me what this is pertaining to?
Actually, I got a little bit of business that I need you to take a look at, if you don't mind, something that you might be able to help me out on. Can I get your fax number?
Yeah, no problem. So,
hang on a second. Okay.
Hey, Jim, put that down, man. Bring it over. That's one.
Okay. There we go. Okay, give it 1 second.
Hey, go ahead. I'm going to close the door to my office right quick, man.
No problem. All right, it ought to be coming through by now.
Yeah, I see it coming out. Hey, close the door behind you, man. All right. Hey, hold on. What the is this?
You got it?
Hey, yeah, I got it, man. Hey, hold up. Hey, these are divorce papers, man.
Sir, this is what I've been trying to come by your office and actually give you for the last 4 or 5 times. I've been trying to get to you for the last 2 months.
You done faxed me some divorce papers?
Sir, there's no other way I could have gotten them to you. I've been trying to get them to you for the last, like I said, 2 months, and I haven't been able to get in contact with you.
Hey, hold the up. What the you mean 2 months? My wife been trying to divorce you for 2 months?
Well, I mean, actually, sir, she can't do anything until you actually have the papers. So, like I said, it's been 2 months since I've been trying to actually get them to you.
That man, I'm calling. Look here, got 2 months.
Sir, actually, right now, you are not permitted to give her a phone call, and within the next 24 hours, you need to actually have all of your things out of the house, and you need to actually vacate the premise.
Hey, I ain't going no. What the you mean with everything out my house? I pay the bills there. You see me every day, every night for 2 months, and they said to me.
Sir, hey, man, listen.
Hey, man, look here, Doc. I'm a good person, man. What girl she got to divorce me on? I'm at every soccer game, dancing, Fridays all this weekend.
Hey, Kirby, listen to me, man. Listen, I've been there, man, and I feel you, brother. I do. I understand what you're going through, man. If I had papers,
when she come by your office, man?
I mean, it was 2 months ago when she first came by the office, and like I said, I actually work for the law firm that gives me the papers to take out to.
Is it illegal, man? Taking me some divorce papers?
Sir, like I said, there was no way I could get them to you. I've been trying to get them to you for over 2 months. So I figured the only best thing to do is for me to fax them to you.
So she came by here 2 months ago to tell me she wanted to file for a divorce from me.
When they came by the first time, all I remember.
Hey, hold up. Who in the is Ray? Hey, don't get quiet now. That was Ray.
Hey, Mr. Kirby, look, man.
Hey, boy, look here, Doc. Don't you do this to me, man. Look, this off the record, all right? If you're worried about your job, you ain't got to worry about it. You should in this position before, so you know how I feel, man. Okay?
I mean, I know what it's like, man. I almost lost my mind, but hey, man, I can't.
See, I'm a good person. You don't understand this. I ain't been nothing to deserve no divorce, man. All right? And you gonna send me some divorce papers to a sex. Anybody could have got their sex. Got a secretary that's off today. If she said she would have got their embarrassing that would have been.
Okay, and I understand. I may have had a bad judgment on factional, you know, but that's why I called and made sure you was there, and I was talking to you on the phone while they was coming. I wanted to make sure you got them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, congratulations. You did your job right. Now, tell me who this is, but this watching you always get to the first me, man.
Hey, Mr. Kirby, I ain't supposed to do nothing like this, man. I lose my job behind this kind of stuff, man. I mean, I feel where you coming from, man. I feel where you coming from.
Right behind this, you don't start speaking, right? Who in the you walked in there with, dog?
Hey, man, look, off the record, Mr. Kirby, okay?
I said it's off the record.
Off the record, man. She came in. All I know, this guy, his name was Connors, I think. His name was Connors.
Connors?
I mean, a light-skinned, tall guy, bald head.
That's my boss. I know you. My boss. My wife.
Connors, your boss?
Hey, Doc, this is some man. You know what? I'm going to go to this office right now.
Hold on. Hey, hold on, man. Look here. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. Maybe he just gave her a ride over there or something. I mean, it ain't that. That might not be what it is, man.
That's my boss. I'm going to this office right now.
No, hold on. Wait a minute, man. You don't even know that, man. He's just a person that can't.
I don't know you. All I know is you on the fax machine.
Okay, look, man. If you go, I might well go and tell you everything if you gonna go up there.
Hold up. Tell me everything? What else did you tell me to destroy my life any more than you know to destroy it?
Dog, I just got one more thing, and then I'm just gonna go and get off the phone because I can't even stop you now.
Hey, tell me what the got to say.
I'm finna tell you. Is you ready?
I'm ready, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife.
I see this some man. This straight up some man. Boy, look here. Hey, boy, you got to get man.
Oh, God. You all right, man?
This got to be against the law somewhere. Out of the laws. Boy, you about to make me lose everything I done work for.
Hey, man, I got to ask you, man, one more thing, buddy. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Tell me I'm going to whoop your I'm about to thank you whooping.
You know, sometimes you just got to get rid of somebody any kind of way you want to do it, you know? You can do it by email. You can do it by fax. You can text it now. Hey.
Anyway, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. The Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, will be in the building to answer all of your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some national news with Miss Ann, and in entertainment news, we will recap, Steve, the 70th annual Miss Universe pageant. You were the host, of course, as fabulous as ever.
Go recap it then.
Yeah, we gonna do, boo. But right now, it is time to check in with the Chief Love Officer, you, to answer all of everybody's love questions. Here we go. Mike in Clearwater, Florida says, I went on a blind date with the finest girl I have ever met. She's got beautiful teeth, eyes, and hair, and she's a little on the thick side, which I love. The only problem is that she smokes cigars.
I mean, like, don't smoke before you kiss. That's a big one.
Never stop it on the bat.
Cigar breath spray or something.
Yeah, they got stuff for that, but when you at the cigar place and then you lean over a kiss, you finna eat some cigar, dog. That's just all to it.
Would you do that?
You need to know your kissing schedule.
Yeah. I'm gonna work that out with Fine.
For fine, you do that for fine, huh? Make that sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Oh, we finna be blowing cigar smoke all over each other.
For fine.
So he should deal with
we
it.
all smoking cigars.
Yeah.
What
So
you
he
mean
should
for
deal
fine?
with
How fine she is? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
Okay.
So he should deal with it and not move on. Just stay there and take it.
No, absolutely. I mean, come on, man.
Get a bottle of Dr. Tissue. Woo! That get up in there.
Lord have mercy.
That's old school.
Gasoline.
That'll kill
for
everything.
your mouth.
Unleaded.
Yeah.
Take all her taste buds out and everything. Dr. Trishna removes one layer of mouth lining.
Yes, it do.
Easily. All right, moving on to Felicity in Topeka. Felicity writes, I have been seeing a man that is 12 years my junior, and he's handsome and muscular up top, but lacking down below. He tries to overcompensate for his shortcomings and is too much for me to handle. I have a schedule to keep up with and kids to look after, so I can't be lying around for hours with him. Is it cool to tell him to hurry up, or will he be offended? Please advise.
Well, it's not going to offend him if you tell him to hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
What will offend him is you tell him why he needs to hurry.
Oh, good point.
I know why you putting in all this extra time.
You're not equipped.
Yeah, once again, you know what I'm saying. Being on the other side of this one right here, I can tell you,
What?
I done in my life, I've been too much, but I ain't never been not enough. I've been, oh Lord, I've been oh Lord, but I ain't never been okay.
Oh no, you ain't been no.
You ain't been that.
I think you're gonna have to tell him to hurry up. You got things to do.
But in a nice way.
Is he a really great guy? Does he treat you really well? Does he treat the kids great? How is he as a man? You can work through some of these things, some things you can do to speed up the process. I don't know.
Okay, all right, Felicity. Moving on to Carolyn in Macon, Georgia. Carolyn says, as luck would have it, I'm broke again at the wrong time of the year. I was talking to my coworker about my issues, and he said he could help me out if I showed him 2 things. The 2 things are right under my chin, and he wants to see them. I've never been propositioned like this, but he said he'd give me $200 and that would help me get my little girl that bike she wants. Is it so terrible if I show him? What if he wants to pay to see more?
What you think is going to be leading to? This is to see what you're willing to do. Now, if you do this for $200, he already know he got $500.
I mean, your prices up. You need to mark your prices up.
Hey, but you go in there and tell your little girl we ain't getting no damn bike this year. You know how many years I heard that? Bike? Oh, you working? I done heard stuff like that. Bike.
You working?
Bike. What's wrong with the bike you got out there? You talking about the one you gave me from the construction site? That bike, daddy? That's never been new. I'd like a new bike. Well, I want a new car. You don't see one sitting out there, do you? Yeah, that's the logic I grew up with.
Yeah, exactly.
So every time I asked him for something, every time I told my daddy I wanted something, he told me something he wanted. I want a new bike. I want a new car.
Yeah.
I want to go home. Well, hell, I want to go home too, but now I got to go to work so your little ass can eat. What that got to do with what I said?
So, Carolyn, I hope you're getting something from this, okay?
I mean, if you show them to him for $200, the next offer finna be $500. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
And they work together, so that's really not cool.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah, really.
All the way.
But $200 though.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah. Damn.
$100 each.
Oh, goodness, Shirley.
Oh, you done divided it up, huh?
Yes, yes.
That's
not
terrible.
Cool.
Oh, he's horrible.
All right, let's go.
All right, Misty in Ruston, Louisiana says, I'm 40 years old and I purchased my first home for my son and I. My son is 15 years old and refuses to do the yard work for me. He told me that I need to get my boyfriend to do it since he's always over there. I lit into him when he spoke to me that way, and I called my father to come and talk to him. My father sided with him. I expected my son to
want to be some type of man. It's going to be a good man or a bad man. And right now, that's the example of manhood that's been put in front of him. And he don't see much of a man coming out of him.
Great advice.
I wouldn't
So
have been able to talk to my mama.
if you went to the boyfriend and said, I wish you'd talk to my son, maybe y'all could do it together or something, it would mean a lot to him. And then you could finally see what you're dealing with, which don't sound like much or nothing.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and national news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, on Sunday night's 70th Miss Universe pageant, it's been trending that you made a mistake by saying Portugal instead of Paraguay. You defended yourself, as you should have, of course. So tell us what really happened. You were
They
there.
put Portugal in the teleprompter.
Mm-hmm. Here we
See,
go again.
I can.
Why don't we
Paraguay
fire
and
this
Portugal.
teleprompter person? Why
It's
do
a
we
different
keep...
person, but I saw it. And I told them. I said, "Hey, you got Portugal in the." They put it in the teleprompter. Everybody saw it because the audience could see it. They were pointing. It said
Wow.
Portugal. They started laughing. I wasn't about to say it because I knew good and hell well I ain't said Portugal all damn night. Where the hell
Right.
that come from?
Right.
But you did say it. You said it to alert them that it was
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm reading. I'm going. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look, everybody saw it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody saw it.
Right.
And so I ain't make no damn mistake. It's just like in 2015. I read what was in the teleprompter. It's just from now on, though, when I read something in the teleprompter, I'm telling everybody it's in the damn teleprompter.
So what's that about? They can't get that right?
It's human error.
Human
I'm telling you, man,
mistake.
it's just human
Dog, let me
Yeah.
go down there the next year and just stand by the teleprompter person. I'm gonna whisper
Come.
one thing in their ear, and I promise you, we ain't gonna get none of this wrong.
Because even the girl Chesley, when we came in there, she said, "Steve, I was looking dead at it." You know, and then Carson Crystal, he said, "I was looking at it also, and I was just going like, oh my God." But you know, it was cool. Long as I get it right at the end.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
all
I
that
like
matters.
I like when you said, "Don't try to blame this on me this year."
Yeah,
Trying
right.
to play me.
Y'all
Trying to
ain't
play
pimping
me.
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all trying to play your boy? No,
Yeah.
y'all not getting away with it. Last time I took it on the chin. We
Yeah,
not
you
doing
did.
that no more.
No.
Everybody getting under this damn bus that's supposed to be under. I rolls people under the bus now.
Yeah, get it off you for sure.
And everybody
So-
came up to me afterwards, "Steve, we apologize." No, you ain't got to apologize. I fixed it on TV. I tell everybody live.
world
In the
to
moment,
see.
fixed
Yeah.
it live.
Yeah, you fixed it
I know
live.
it's-
in real time.
I know it's live. You can't stop me.
Yeah.
So what else they say I do wrong?
Well, since you asked.
Yeah, the whole thing about Miss India who won, the whole thing about asking her to do cat sounds, I think it was, while you
Meow
asked.
sound, animal sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you asked all the other contestants, you know, I guess more
About their accomplishments.
quality, relevant questions pertaining
Yeah.
to them and their accomplishments.
Did anybody notice that I'm looking down at a card reading?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, all those
Well, I
questions.
ain't never
from
heard
those
you ask
girls,
nobody to make no sounds. No.
I don't give a damn about no cat noise.
So, meaning what? You're looking down at a card,
No,
meaning.
all of the questions for each one of the girls, if they make it that particular round, that particular question is just for each girl. Something unique about them.
Each
which
contestant.
I don't know. Each contestant. So if that contestant makes it to that round and they go to the commercial break, they pull her question up. And I had to ask her, I didn't know nothing about no damn cat sound.
Well, she
What
made
do
me
I
proud
care?
with the cat sounds. I just
Yeah,
wanna
but she
throw
had too
that
many
out.
meows. She didn't need but two. She just
uh-uh.
stretched it out too long.
No,
I was sitting there
loved it.
just looking just as crazy because I don't give a damn about your cat sound.
I loved it. She won. That's all I can say. She won.
She is Miss Universe. Go
Yes,
ahead,
she
Miss
is, Miss
India.
Everybody
India.
from India I know text me with the Indian flag for the emoji. So
Yes.
All right, Steve. It's time to go to Miss Ann.
ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. The District of Columbia has filed suit against two white supremacist groups, the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, for their alleged part in fomenting the deadly attempted takeover of the U.S. Capitol building January 6th. D.C. Attorney General Carl Racine says his battle plan is simple.
While some desperately want to rewrite history and sweep the events of January 6th under the rug, the District of Columbia and its residents have chosen to speak truth through this filing, through this complaint. through this case.
And the AG says that the truth is being delivered by way of the reams of text messages and social media posts, which he says clearly reconstruct both groups' action in advance of the insurrection. This also marks the first effort, by the way, of a government agency to hold somebody civilly responsible and to seek damages for what happened. Meanwhile, the full House is recommending criminal contempt charges against Trump's White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows for refusing to cooperate with the congressional probe into last January's violence. A neuropathologist in Boston says that after studying the brain tissue of former Pro Bowl player Philip Adams, that Adams was afflicted with CTE, that's chronic traumatic encephalopathy. CTE is linked to concussions and repetitive head trauma from football and other contact sports. Philip Adams, who played for the 49ers, the Patriots, the Seahawks, the Raiders, and the Jets, and the Falcons, shot 6 people to death last April before killing himself. This is a mystery, and after almost 40 years, the remains of a body in Twinsburg, Ohio, have officially been identified as a man who was briefly a member of the OJs. Frankie Little Jr. was a musician and composer who worked with Eddie Levert and the others in the mid-'60s. According to the Akron Beacon Journal, Little's remains were found in 1982 in a garbage bag behind a machine shop. However, they couldn't be identified at that time. However, with today's upgraded DNA technology, the remains has finally been identified as his. The OJs issued a statement saying that Frankie Little came with us when we first ventured out of Cleveland and traveled to L.A., but he was in love with a woman in Cleveland. He missed her so much that he went back to Cleveland. That was in the mid-'60s, and we have not heard from him after that. We wish his family and friends closure to what appears to have been a very, very sad story. Wow. Finally, it's taken 15 years, but the estate of the late legendary James Brown has finally been settled. The Brown catalog sold for $90 million. The hardest working man in show business left most of his other assets to charity to provide scholarships for underprivileged children. And during his lifetime, he made us all feel good. Godfather of Soul died on Christmas Day, 2006. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Good Morning America co-host Michael Strahan. You've been out of the country, Steve, so did you know Michael Strahan was one of 6 crew members who took a flight to space and back on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin on Saturday? Did you know that?
Yeah, you know, he that type of guy.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know, he
saying?
do stuff like that, you know. You won't see my black ass on that boat.
On the rocket, the spaceship. He said boat.
Ship, whatever it is. You outer space, Steve ain't finna be on it.
Well, listen, I wanted to tell y'all this. I know a guy who actually has a spaceship. And a whole radio, we can go up.
No, you don't.
It's a hookup, 15, 20 minutes. We go up, come right back down. But I think we'd be the first radio show up in there.
No, you don't.
It's a hookup. I live in Houston. I know people at
How
NASA.
do you know anybody with a spaceship?
Because I live in Houston and at NASA, I know people. Now
You won't even buy a brand new car.
All the pre-owned cars.
I wish I
new to
would go somewhere and get on a damn space shuttle with you.
We don't need no new spaceship. We need one that's been used at work.
Who done found a used space shuttle and sold it to Tommy friends?
I know a guy. I love it, Tommy.
I got a guy.
They say you don't buy brand new cars.
Which is nothing wrong with owning a pre-owned car, but you just saying for Tommy.
There's nothing wrong with the pre-owned car. Nothing at all.
Who would go, though? Would you go?
Tommy
You wouldn't go?
don't really have a lot of success with his pre-owned purchases. How many times back in L.A. was we waiting on him?
I got a new car. I bought my
work?
wife a new car. I got new cars.
Of course. But you don't buy them for yourself.
So we just assume the ship gonna have some problems, huh?
We'll never
I mean,
make
you know,
it
we're gonna test it and try it, make sure it's running right, you know.
But Michael Strahan was in space for 11 minutes. What are we going to do for 20?
We're gonna do the show from up there. At least a second or two. Yeah.
Is this a prank? Are you pranking us right now? Are you pranking us right now?
We're gonna prank when we get up there too. What? The strawberry letter from space? Come on, y'all.
Ain't no way.
Steve, maybe you should reconsider going to space now.
Why would I reconsider? With who, Shirley? Who?
Why?
Do you know
He
who's
has
talking?
no faith in me.
Where would you go with him anywhere for?
Space, orbit.
Oh, Lord.
Bruh.
All right. Coming up at 30.
I don't even go to the store with you no more.
Coming
You
up
act
at
like an
34
asteroid.
minutes after the hour. The comedians on this show, there are three, have some front porch mumbling for us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in yesterday's show, we did a little what's called front porch mumbling. Things people say about their neighbors, or they gossip about their neighbors while they're sitting on the front porch. All right, guys, take it away.
I'll tell you right now. That boy going back to jail today. I know it.
You think he going back?
I think he going back, and you know he going. He can't stay out long now. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Go speak to him.
you know he. What did he do? 5 years last time?
Yeah, 5 years. He's still. Put your keys up. Yeah, put your keys up, because he ain't come.
They say he's taking people's cars from what they tell me. He don't need no keys. He did it now without the key. From what I know.
He didn't. Telling you right now. Look at that. Look who coming up the driveway right now. Look at that. How y'all doing?
Hey, Miss Davis.
All right now, good to see you now. Oh, yeah, she gonna eat up everything. I can tell you that right now.
They say she messed with a white man she worked with. That's what they say.
She ain't gonna take nothing home from this house because I done hid all the fall.
It's gone.
Yeah, you got to hide that stuff. I'm telling you about that. And look here, I'm telling you right now. Every year she coming here, she pregnant. Every year. Every year.
9 kids. 9 damn kids.
Don't even know they name.
Hold up. Check this one out right here, boy. Let me tell you something. I ain't told nobody, but man, she should have told me we was cousins.
You didn't know?
You didn't know that?
Hell no, I ain't know. Look at her. She look like your cousin.
Have y'all done anything?
Oh, no, we was 15. I ain't know.
I think right now.
What they call it? They call that something.
It's Ancestry.com?
Nah, hell no. That's infidelity, dog. What is you talking about?
I thought it was incense.
Nah,
Yeah, you know what it is.
Hell, that ain't no incense, dog. What they call that?
Words conversation.
Front porch mumbling.
Yeah.
I think it's fornication or something.
Something like that. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. Look who coming up the driveway. Look who coming up the driveway.
Who is that?
Oh, look at that. I tell you, y'all see Robert? Robert missing some more teeth this year. Look at that.
Hey, Robert.
What's happening, Robert?
What's up?
Good to see you,
Robert
boy.
ain't had a full set in his head ever since he got in that fight with that white dude down there at the drumstick.
That white
Yeah.
boy whooped his ass.
Whoa, Robert's
talking
ass.
about-
What's the drumstick?
Drumstick, the bar. The drumstick up on the corner, 112.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, well, whoop Robert ass. I'm talking about whoop the tooth out of him. Sure did.
Yeah, he ain't got a lot.
Nah.
Wait. Hey, Pastor Curtis.
How you doing, Pastor?
Pastor.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
go
know
on in
how he
there.
keeping the church. I don't know how he
Yeah. Don't know how
Can't
he
preach.
preach. Oh, boy.
I don't know who don't know about him.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know how you have 146. How you got 146 failed sermons? Ain't none of one.
He cannot
Bro, he
preach.
can't preach. Tell him. He can't preach.
I know.
He the pastor because his daddy died. That's what it is.
Oh, by
But you
default.
know,
His daddy couldn't preach.
no. None
That's
of
the
them
non-preaching family. I don't know why they still got no church. They ought to open up a funeral home because everybody in there dead.
Yeah. The whole ain't nothing living in this church. I'm telling you right now. You know, what I don't like though, well, I'm telling y'all, bro, what I don't like though, he come in here like he got a TD Jakes attitude though. He got a TD Jakes attitude like he really bringing it.
Oh, like like he in there. Oh, you know what I mean? He up there wiping handkerchief, then selling handkerchief after service. Like he really saving souls.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. He done had 89 altar calls in a row. Ain't nobody walked down.
Nobody.
All right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Porch Mumbling. Get you some. Up next, today's prank phone call with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up right about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, goodness and mercy. We'll get into that in just a bit. But right now, it is time for the nephew with today's prank phone call. Come on, nephew. What you got?
3-minute remarks. 3-minute remarks. Church folk know what I'm talking about. 3-minute remarks. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach a brother Keith, please.
Yeah, this is Keith.
Keith, how you doing? This is Lawrence over at Hill Funeral Home.
Okay.
We are the ones that have the doing the funeral for Sister Dolores. That is your aunt. Am I understanding right?
Yeah, that's my auntie.
Okay, and as you know, the funeral is this coming Thursday.
Yes, I'll be there Thursday.
I'm giving you a call because it's been brought to my attention that you were going to be giving remarks for the funeral. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I wanted to call you because we're getting ready to print the programs for the funeral and let you know that they have taken you off for the remarks because they say that you're not going to be...
Hold on. What do you mean taking me off?
Well, what I'm saying is they say that you're not going to abide by the 2-3 minute rule that they have for remarks, and they've taken you off. And
who is they? Who? Hold on, come out. Who? What's the name again?
Lawrence. I'm Lawrence. I'm the actual funeral director.
Lawrence. And who told you to take me off?
One of the family members, I'm assuming, is who made the adjustment.
And an adjustment? That ain't no adjustment. That's changing the whole program. Who else is on the list?
I mean, there's quite a few family members doing different things throughout the funeral.
Okay. So how did you get to my name is what I'm trying to figure out.
That they said listen to me, Brother Keith, listen to me. What they said is that you weren't going to abide by the time. You weren't going to do your remarks in 3 minutes or less.
Listen. My auntie raised me. She put me through college, and you think I'm finna go up there in her funeral and be under 2 minutes?
Well, listen, Brother Keith, listen to me. Normally, when we have these funerals, people who give remarks, we have them 3 minutes or less.
Okay. So I tell you what, Mr. Lawrence, who else on the list? Is she on the list?
We have a Sheila. Yes, there's a Sheila that's singing.
Take her name off the list. Take her off the list and put me where she's supposed to be with my time and her time. Is Bobby Jr. on there too? Better not be on there.
Yes, Bobby Jr. is giving remarks.
What?
That's Dolores'. That's Miss Dolores' son, right?
Yes, her son, the one that been locked up. He just got out of jail. Truth be told, he the one down there put her in the coffin. You need to take him off the list too. Give me all that time, because if I ain't gonna take nothing, my auntie.
Brother Keith, let me just say this to you. I cannot take Sheila or Bobby Jr. off. I can't make any alterations to this program unless they say that I can. Sir,
what you mean? You already taking people's name off. You taking my name off.
But they orchestrated this though.
Who is they? Who is they? They finna have a problems. They try to take me off my auntie program. Who was they?
Sir, I'm not going to get into a family matter, but until they say that you can be on.
already in a family matter.
Sir, I'm not going. I don't want to have this turn out to be bad, and we want to have a great home going for Sister Dolores. Okay.
Damn right. And if I don't get to say nothing, I guarantee you it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in there. Somebody else gonna get their in the cover too. I guarantee you that. If I don't get to say nothing at my auntie's funeral, my auntie didn't pay for my damn college. I didn't put $6,000 in the funeral. I bet you. I tell you this, Mr. Lawrence. I bet you whether I'm on the program or not, I bet you I say what the I want to. I bet you that much. You tell they that. My auntie didn't put me through college. I didn't put money on the funeral. I call around and see who ain't putting no money on the funeral. Tell them they can't be on the program. Man.
Keith, when they decide who's on it, if they change the format, then I will call you back.
Who the is they? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Who is they?
Can I tell you something? And I don't want you to get too irate, okay?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just want to say this, Keith Wilson. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked. You just got pranked by your cousin Bobby Jr.
You bull. I'm Bobby Jr. up. I promise you that. I'm kicking Bobby. I know that. I know my blood pressure is all up. I ain't got time to be playing, man. Taking me on the damn program. I'm kicking Bobby ass. I know that.
Oh, Bobby said y'all grew up like brothers, man, and you was basically another son of Mr. Lawrence. That's right?
Yes, I was, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ooh, you play too much.
Who the blank is they?
Right.
Who the blank is they? You keep talking about these people. Who is they? I want to know who they are.
But take Sheila off the list. She's singing, but take Sheila.
Give me all her time.
And the dude that just got out.
Yeah.
Which
Why
is the latest son.
Woo, Tommy.
Wow, nephew.
Tommy, baby. Still rocking, baby. Still rocking. New Year's Comedy Laugh Fest is jumping off. Yeah, it's going to jump off in Chicago, Illinois. That is December the 30th. United Center. Here we come. January 1st, we in D.C. Eagle Bank Arena. That is January the 1st. And then January 2nd, Atlanta, GA, State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale at all Ticketmaster outlets. Here is the lineup. Earthquake, Eddie Griffin, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy. All right? It is the New Year's Comedy Laugh Fest.
Are y'all in
Washington,
Atlanta?
D.C.
Any one of them nights, Tommy?
Yeah, January 2nd.
You going?
State Farm.
No, asking. Who's on that show? Is Said on that one?
Yeah. Said, DL, Eddie, Earthquake, and your nephew. You coming through? You gonna come hang a little bit?
I'm in town.
Well, you got to get out of Israel first. Where's you at now?
Well, I ain't in Israel no more, but I am kind of still over here, though.
What kind of frequent fly mile do you actually have, though?
Well, I'm still out of the country, is what I'm saying.
Right. Today. Yeah, you're still out the country.
You'll be back for Christmas, right?
And that's the goal. That is the goal, God willing. I'm pretty sure by the end of the week I should go.
Must be nice to just be rich and don't know when you coming back and when you gonna do something. All of us know our round trip ticket. You don't know a damn thing. I don't know.
Arrival and departure date.
Yeah.
I get there when I get there.
Look at you balling.
All right, nephew. Thank you.
Stop buying round trip tickets.
Coming up next, Strawberry Letters. Subject, goodness and mercy. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
Never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, goodness and mercy. Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been married for 4 years, and I'm not the kind of wife that snoops around to see if my husband is talking to other women. I know for a fact that he's talking to other women, and I pray that his commitment to me can withstand temptations. I was married before, and my ex-husband and I are cordial to each other, but whenever I talk to him, my current husband is around. I expect the same courtesy from my husband if he should ever talk to one of his ex-girlfriends. But I think he may be sneaking around with 2 of his exes because he has different ringtones for 2 of his ex-girlfriends, and their numbers are saved under cute pet names. One of his exes has a Marvin Gaye song, Mercy, Mercy Me, as her ringtone, and she saved as Mercy in his phone. Then he has a song, Touch Me, Tease Me by Case as the other ex's ringtone, and she saved as Goodness in his phone. I am not proud of how I found out about this, but I got his best friend to spill the beans when he came by the house to wash my car using his mobile detail service. I started grilling him about my husband's ex-girlfriends, but only after he told me that I'm the most special lady my husband ever dated. I asked him about the exes, and this fool said, "Who? Goodness and mercy." I laughed, and he kept talking and said, "That's what my husband called them." That conversation led me snooping through my husband's phone and finding both Goodness and Mercy and seeing the ringtones. Do I ask him why they're still saved in his phone like that, or should I trust him until he gives me the reason to believe that he's sneaking around on me? I think you already have a reason. And, I just got to ask you, how much more proof do you need? I mean, do you want to catch them in the act or of whatever they're doing? I think something is definitely going on. His friend pretty much confirmed that. I mean, I know that's what your intuition is telling you. That's why you wrote us, that he's doing something with these women. And of course, this shouldn't be with the married man. Why is he hiding their real names? Why do they have code names on his phone? What's with the different soundtracks when they call? I mean, there's some secrecy and, yes, some sneaking around going on, something. And he's definitely given you a reason to snoop. So what you're doing is okay as far as I'm concerned. Don't feel badly about that. If you ask him, he's probably just going to lie anyway, and he's not going to volunteer any information. That's for sure. I say try to get in his phone, hack his phone, do whatever you have to do, and block Goodness and Mercy's numbers. Because your husband thinks he's slick with all of that, and you have done nothing wrong. Steve?
Wow.
Right.
Obviously, we read 2 different letters.
Obviously.
So here I go. The subject is goodness and mercy. Now, this woman been married 4 years and proceeds to tell us a non-truth. She says, "I'm not the kind of wife that snoops around to see if my husband is talking to other women." The whole letter is about you snooping around, trying to see if your husband is talking to other women. The whole letter. I know for a fact, right after she said that, she says, "I know for a fact that he's talking to other women and that I pray his commitment to me can withstand temptations." It can't. So let's just go on. It can't. I was married before. My ex-husband and I are cordial to each other, but whenever I talk to him, my current husband is around. Why y'all talking? You ain't mentioned no kids. Why y'all talking? Okay. And I expect the same courtesy from my husband if he should ever talk to one of his ex-girlfriends. Next question. Why are they talking? Y'all got too much ex-talk going on in y'all current relationship. Way too much ex-talk. But I think he may be sneaking around with two of his exes because he has different ringtones for two of his ex-girlfriends. Now, how do you know that? Did you hear the phone ring? Did you see the name pop up and the song when the phone rang? No. You know how you found this out? In the way that you said at the top of the show, at the top of the letter, I'm not the kind of wife that snoops around to see if my husband is talking to other women. You lied. The entire letter is about this. And now let's get big down to it, because you said you think he's sneaking around with two of his exes because he got different ringtones for two of his ex-girlfriends. One of his exes has the Marvin Gaye song, Mercy, Mercy Me. Let's explore this song for a minute. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where, do you hear me? Mm-hmm. All things ain't what they used to be now. That's the key. Because when he hears mercy, mercy me, he is immediately reminded that things ain't like they used to be. No. Where did all the blue skies
Hold that song.
go?
Hold that song.
Where did all the blue skies go?
We'll
Why
have
am I
part two.
married to this damn thunderstorm?
We'll have part two of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, goodness and mercy. We'll get back into it when we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, goodness and mercy.
This woman been married 4 years, say she ain't the kind of wife that snoops around, check to see if her husband is talking to other women, but she does throughout this whole letter do that. She talks to her ex-husband, but whenever she talks to him, her current husband is in the room, and she would hope that her husband, when he talks to his exes, that she would be in the same room. Like I said before, it's a lot of ex talk going on, which is the problem with this whole damn letter. Exes should remain where they are, ex or exed. Anyway, I expect the same courtesy of my husband. But I think he's sneaking around with two of his exes because he got different ringtones for two of his exes, and their numbers are saved with cute pet names. One of the exes has Marvin Gaye's song, Mercy, Mercy Me. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Right there. No. Things ain't what they used to be now. Mm-hmm. Because it's changed, because he got you now. And I don't know what the pet name is. Then he has the song Touch Me, Tease Me by Case. I don't know that song. I can't think of it.
You want the lyrics?
Yeah.
Touch me, tease me, feel me and caress me. Mm-hmm. Hold on tight and don't let go.
Okay, now.
I want to see you flip.
It's a little bit faster. Feel me and caress me.
Hey.
Hold on tight and don't.
Why are you looking like that, Harvey?
Yeah. So what the hell you think going on? What is you stupid? What is you stupid? And then his other girlfriend, she's saved as goodness is his fault. Now, one is named Mercy, and the other one is goodness. I'm not proud of how I found out about this. Well, because you snooped. Guess why? But you got his best friend to spill the beans when he came by the house to wash my car using his mobile detail service. Wow. I started grilling him about my husband's ex-girlfriends, but only after he told me that I'm the most special lady my husband ever dated. That's because the car wash dude wants you. So he makes a comment, you're the most special lady your husband, you're my man that ever dated. I asked him about the exes, and this fool said, who? Goodness and mercy? You really think
right
he
there.
accidentally spilled that? I don't. I think he did it on purpose. I laughed and he kept talking and said, that's what my husband called him. Conversation led to me snooping through my husband's phone. Didn't you? I thought you said you don't do that. First you grill his friends, now you back snooping through his phone. And you saw in the ringtone. Do I ask him why they're still saved in his phone like that, or should I trust him until he gives me a reason to believe he's not sneaking around on me? Lady, at the top of the letter, you said you've been married 4 years. 4 years. The car wash dudes still know their names. They in his phone as Goodness and Mercy, which means he's got the same number for 4 years. Ain't nothing changed. But we're here today for today's sermon on why you would call Deacon, join me. Introduce the sermon, Goodness and Mercy, please, in your own way.
Pastor, right now, in this moment, we want you to bring a word so that people will understand goodness and mercy.
Stop right there for a minute. Let's just talk about why someone would be named Goodness. Goodness is a term used from the moment we are children.
That's right.
Think of all the times you have experienced goodness as a boy.
Yeah.
Your first new bike.
Goodness.
Yes, sir. Your first candy bar.
Wow. Goodness.
Your first time walking with a RC Cola and a bag of chips.
Goodness.
Your first time standing against your locker and that girl walked by that caused you to stop breathing.
Goodness.
When you walk a girl home, she turn around and kiss you on your jaw.
Good God Almighty. Now that's goodness there, pal.
Goodness. When you borrow your daddy's car and pick up a girl and drive down to the lake.
Yes.
And
that's
the
good.
windows start fogging up. Oh, what is that, Deacon?
That's goodness.
Goodness. And when she put it on you, like you ain't ever had it put on you before, and you sit your young ass in the car, don't know what's happening to you. Things is going a little crazy. Your eyeballs is crossing. They done rolled up in the back of your head. Hair standing up on the back of your neck. Your body shaking and quivering like somebody done plugged you up to a refrigerator wall. You about to go crazy. All of a sudden you start screaming, mercy, mercy, mercy.
All right.
Goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life. Yes, they still in the phone because that's what goodness and mercy do.
Sports Talk with Junior coming up at 46 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, time for Sports Talk with you. What do you have?
Sure. Unc, I know, man, you over there, you don't know nothing going on, man.
Clueless.
Let me tell you this, man. LeVar Ball, everybody know LeVar Ball, he's LaMelo's dad. He back in the news again. You know, his son played for the Charlotte Hornets. LeVar Ball says that he compared Michael Jordan to expired milk, says that LaMelo has no business asking for advice from Michael Jordan. When the last time he won a championship? I just don't understand why this dude keep doing this to Mike, man.
When the last time he won a championship? Why is your boy talking to you? You ain't never won a championship.
Put this in perspective.
That don't make no sense, LeVar, and I like Ball Daddy.
Yeah. I don't know why he would say that, man. That just makes no sense, man. And he says
this is publicity. It's gotta be.
It got to be up to something, man. Because Michael Jordan got 6 championship rings. The man is the greatest ever played the game. Who ain't gonna take advice? It's like me telling me, like, if he tell me how to do a joke and I say I ain't doing that. That sounds stupid.
And then my response would be, that's why your ass ain't going nowhere.
I don't know what that's about. I just hate the fact that he has to go through that, man. It's going to be some good games on Christmas, Uncle. I know you probably going to be home, but, man, you got to get ready.
No, man. I'll be home for Christmas.
You got to be home for Christmas, Uncle.
I love it over here, but they can have this here, man. They got 2 Christmas trees up over here.
What the game everybody gonna be talking about is the Lakers and the Nets on Christmas Day.
Ooh.
I think that's gonna be the one.
Okay.
Right now, the Nets are 17-8. The Lakers are 15-13. So I really want to see a good
I
game.
can't
man.
see the Lakers beating the Nets.
Right now.
Neither can Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq is through with the Lakers.
Shaq is done with
Everybody's
no.
through. Well, you know, LeBron's back
Houston,
now, huh?
Houston beat the Nets the other day.
We lucked up.
Boy,
Now,
stop.
We
They
not,
did.
we not.
I watched it.
Boy,
They did. They did. They won. But we not. Let's not. We just got 3 wins.
Yeah, that ain't. Y'all got 3
We got
wins.
one.
That ain't a good example.
we got about.
Hey, Junior, what's happening with football? Because ain't no football on.
You did pretty good, man. Did you know the Browns won Sunday?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I heard about that. I was on the text feed with 13 Browns fans.
You picked the Ravens though. Maybe you said you picked against.
You went
Well,
against
I know I did that in hopes that I would be wrong because I'm a diehard Browns fan. So that was my fake move so I didn't be disappointed. But all my prayers and hopes is wrapped up in the Cleveland Browns, thus explaining my sheer disappointment this year so far.
They gonna be doing, but they 7-6. Look, they got to win a record. So you know, man, we were picking tomorrow, man. We gonna pick tomorrow. Don't pick against the Browns. Look, I like the Browns. I really like what the Browns are doing. Texas is what we need to stop. We need to get out the lead. That's what we need to do.
All right, Junior.
We need to quit
On
playing.
that note, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Actress Zendaya and actor Tom Holland have been in the news a lot lately, not just because of their new movie Spider-Man No Way Home or because of their rumored relationship, but this is why they're really in the news, because of their height difference. See, Zendaya is 5'10", and Tom Holland is 5'8".
Tom.
Yeah, his name is Tom Holland.
Don't
Oh,
start.
no. Just a little
Man,
short.
I'm not finna do this with y'all.
Tom
Apparently,
is short for Thomas.
Here we go.
apparently it's a big deal for some people that Zendaya is a couple of inches taller than Tom. So the question is, with the guys, would you guys date a woman that's taller than you? Would you do that? And Carla, you're tall.
Never in my life had that experience.
Because you're all the way.
Never dated a woman taller than 6'2". Never
would you,
met
though?
one. I've seen some very, very attractive tall women. I just haven't had the opportunity to meet them. They stood next to me. I didn't know that feeling. So I'm out. Now, we have someone here who can address this immediately with a full answer, paragraph.
Didn't I say I was going on break? Didn't I say I was going on break?
So, Tommy, ask the question again, Shirley.
All right, the question is, would you date a taller woman? Would you date a woman that's taller than you?
I have.
He has to.
It's not that he has to.
What do you mean, Steve?
If he don't.
Tommy's 5'10".
And a half.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no.
There's that
Your
half.
doctor told you that you were 5'9" and a half, and that you could
So he
quit
said
telling
I
people
said I was 5'10" and a half. He says, no, you're not. You're a little under 5'10".
you're a little under 5'10". What do under 5'10" mean to y'all?
5'9", 12.
5'9", 11.
5'9", 12. I've
Tommy,
dated a
how
girl
does
that
it
was
feel?
I've dated a girl that was 6'1" before. Way
Well, let me ask you
college.
a question. When she took you home, how hard was her daddy laughing?
Steve! They were young and in love. Height didn't matter.
How was his daddy laughing?
Girl, what you got
Amazon.
here?
I was comfortable with she was. She was.
She's an Amazon over you. 6'1"?
Wow.
6'1".
Woo.
6'1". Volleyball girl.
What?
Man.
I play average.
I'm
Oh,
average height.
I know. It's politically, we can't call him short no more. We got to call him height challenge or something.
We're height bashing.
Or vertical deviant, something like that. Can't call nobody short no more.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up. in 20 minutes
Napoleon, something like that.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A Florida woman was arrested after she and her date broke a sink off the wall while fooling around in the ladies' bathroom of an Irish pub. Her name is Catherine Trammell, and her date went into the ladies' room after knocking back a few drinks, and they had sex. When they finished, they returned to their seats at the bar, and an employee went into the bathroom a few minutes later and noticed major damage to the sink. Trammell tried to play it cool and act like nothing happened, but the pub manager called the cops. Trammell had to confess to getting busy in the bathroom, and she was taken to jail. However, her accomplice was not arrested. Yeah. Why? Because they were in the ladies' room?
But listen, the best sex is at restaurants. They got the best. They got the best bathroom. They really do.
What? Where?
Public bathroom.
What?
Where?
So you've got
Y'all
busy
ain't been in
in
them. Y'all ain't been in them unisex bathrooms. Y'all ain't been in there.
No.
I'm the only one that did it in there.
Or you could be the only one living in a house you're not comfortable with.
But you got to do it in the bathroom with dinner.
Hell, we got to go all the way down to the damn restaurant. We got to go to Applebee's before we can have sex.
Not at Applebee's.
We
Do
not
it at
comfortable in the
Applebee's.
house.
That's a different kind of bathroom. You need to go like a Mastro. That's a bathroom right there. You got a man working in the bathroom and everything. He give you towels and soap.
You ready? Yeah, ready to go.
All right, okay. We're moving on. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We're going to play a round of Would You Rather at 33 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time for Would You Rather.
I'm
I'm at old people. I'm gonna be losing audience members.
Yeah, that ain't nothing like that. Oh, you better get back on your oxygen. Oh, you gonna need your
I'm gonna be in
oxygen.
here wearing their ass out with our old ass jokes.
I'm on that ship, man.
What do you remember 1940?
Still in there hurting them.
Well, you remember that time you tried to sit down and eat your lunch at that lunch counter, white folk beat your ass?
Steve.
You stupid.
Well, you remember that time we was in Birmingham? You were looking in that Crescent window, them damn dogs got loose.
Steve.
What's wrong with you?
Really.
Well, you remember that time? You remember that time we saw Bull Connors over there by that barn by himself? He was by himself. We went over there, whoop Bull Connor ass.
All right, we're moving on. Would you rather run up 20 flights of stairs? Okay, 20 flights of stairs, that'll get you out of breath. Or would you rather fight Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Money Mayweather.
Oh, no, I ain't fighting Floyd. That's what Floyd do. My ass is up them stairs.
I'm going to go and take them stairs.
You're
Deal
gonna
with
take
whatever
the
that is
stairs?
at the top, halfway, whatever. Yeah,
Fight
you're not even
Floyd.
going to hit Floyd. So
No.
yeah.
Now you gonna touch it.
Yeah, you're not even
Hasn't
going to
he
hit
slowed down a
Floyd.
little bit?
He 50. His slow. His slow is faster than anything I've ever thrown.
Yeah, take these stairs.
All right, the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
fighting Floyd.
All right. All right, thank you guys. That's Would You Rather for today. We'll be back with our last break of the day at 49 minutes after. And, of course, some closing remarks from the one and only, our fearless leader, Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day. And it's been a good day. Steve's back. Fun.
On the
Man,
air
big
with
dog.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And I really appreciate you all for holding it down and allowing me with this crazy travel schedule that I'm on and so far away from home, but different time zones and different responsibilities. I would like to thank the Expo team of Dubai for hosting us over there last week. The ladies.
Thank you. Yes.
Applause for sure.
Amazing.
Everything. Really, really appreciative of all the things. I'd like to thank the Miss Universe people for housing us in Eilat, Israel. Had a successful show the other night. But it's a lot of traveling, a lot of different time zones. I appreciate the audience for hanging in there with us and understanding that this is different. I want to say in closing, though, I think about my life often and how blessed I really am. And this isn't about me. I'm using me as an example, of course. But if everybody would take the time out to just think about really, really how good God is. I mean, think about it. I was reading some comments on a post that I had saw of myself. I never know when these things are going to go out because I'm usually just talking to audience members on a commercial break or something like that on one of my shows, because I made a conscious decision years ago that when people came to see me live, that I would try to do more than entertain them. I always try to give them some encouragement or some motivational words, because I know I don't care who you are, you're struggling at one point with something. Everybody does it. And it's not that I know so much, it's just that I've been through so much. And I don't have a problem sharing some of my experiences with people. And so when I'm doing these things that I see released, I don't know when they're going to release. I haven't been reading the comments just yesterday on the plane, as a matter of fact. And it was, thank you, Steve. I really needed to hear that. Man, it's a great message. Thank you, man. I really, really need to hear that. And then I ran across somebody who said, don't nobody want to hear nothing about that God stuff. You was doing all right till you mentioned God. Who is God? Who are you talking about? And you know how you be going along. I mean, it's just that one comment that sticks out. I don't care how many fire flames you got next to you. You read the one comment and you go, well, who is this person right here? And I started to feel some kind of way. But then, you know what I really started to feel? I started to feel sorry for this person. But because I went, wow, man, how sad is this person's life that they've now allowed the devil to fool them into thinking that there is no God or God does not exist. I mean, do you understand that the devil has you right where he wants you at this point right here? Because the devil only has one job in life, and that's to rob you of your destiny. And if he can start with a very, very common basic thing in us, the belief in God, then, I mean, man, he's got you. He's got a stranglehold on you because you won't have anywhere to go. You have no faith. You have nothing to hang your hat on in times of trouble and disappointment and setbacks and hardships. You just have nowhere to go. And I just want to encourage people, man, to always keep the faith, man, and just think about all the things God has done for you, man. You may not be where you want to be. I understand that. I got it. But take an inventory on where you are, because you do know a couple of ticks and it could have been worse. I was reading something from an inmate one time, and he was doing 30 years. That's a long time, man. And I was feeling for this brother, but as I got to reading what he had written, I was reading from a person who was so enlightened. He said, as dire as my consequences may seem, I do realize that it could have been worse. And I went, wow. Here's a person who has found something in a 30-year sentence. He said, because actually I could have been dead. I could have been killed in the act of what I'm doing. He said, but God, through his mercy, allowed me to live. And now I have a life. And even though there's not a lot of freedoms to move around as I please, my mind is completely free. He said, I'm in here helping other inmates. I'm teaching cats how to read in here. I'm helping people with their defense. We've got a Bible study. He said, I'm in a band. He said, I write bars with other inmates. He's a rapper. He was just talking about all the things he was able to do that he never took the time to do when he was out there because he was so busy committing crime. He just never really took the time out to sit down and find out who he was. And I'm just saying that to say, even people who you think are in dire circumstances, when they think about it, can find something to be grateful for. So I'm asking you, what can you be grateful for? Like I said, you may not be where you want to be, but hey, listen, what about where you are? What about your family being healthy? What about the home you have? What about the car you drive? What about the job you possess? What about the loved ones you get to see from? What about the fact that you can still pick up the phone and call a loved one? How about you being able to make a travel plan? How about you able to go Christmas shopping? How about you buying something online? How about the fact that you're just able to walk around? How about the fact that you're enclosed in your right mind? How about it? Have you thought about it? There's a lot to be grateful for, man. And the more gratitude you show to God, the more things he offers you, the more things he gives you to be grateful for. It's a very, very strong principle of success. So y'all, as we approach this holiday season, which we're dead in the middle of, be grateful. Not for what you can give, but how about just being grateful for what you've received? God done a lot for you. If I was you, I'd spend some time thanking him for it. Those are my closing remarks today. We're back. I'm still out of the country. I thank God for safe travels. I mean, man, I travel crazy. I'm on helicopters, boats, airplanes. I'm on all kinds of stuff, man. God is good, man. Oh, see y'all tomorrow. Stay with it.
Turn your volume up if you're with me, please. In the morning,
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.